Hello, 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 hello. Mwah. Happy Monday. It is a new week and this is gonna be a good one. I'm a little I'm prepared for it. It's gonna be eventful. Personally and professionally. I feel it in my bones. The lot's gonna go down this week, starting off with a bang today. So much to cover, including Markle. I was going to say Meghan Maldoni, Meghan Markle, Justin Baldoni, and more. I am Perez Hilton, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and I go live here on YouTube every weekday at this same exact time, 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific. And if you can and want, please consider becoming a member of my channel. It would mean the world and greatly support. Plus, you get a little badge like Ferguson Teaching has. And in addition to supporting and getting a badge so that everybody knows how awesome you are, if you become a member, you also get to chat live with me during all of my Hot Topics shows. Yes, this is going to be member-only mode in a second. I am going to pin a comment here in the chat with instructions on how you can become a member. Boom. All right, let me pin this. There we go. Done. I've gotten a lot more efficient at that. Let me go now and switch this to member-only mode. However, everyone can stay watching. Please do. And as soon as the live stream is over, everyone can comment then. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to it, shall we? Okay. First, let's start off with a little aperitif. Fuck. I haven't done it in a couple days. I'm rusty. A little appetizer. Jessica Alba has soft launched her relationship with her new, younger actor boyfriend. Some of you might know that she is dating Marvel star Danny Ramirez. I just had a thought. Does being in Marvel anymore mean, it still does mean something. Marvel probably pays well. Danny Ramirez was one of the stars of Captain America, Brave New World. This is what he looks like in case you are unfamiliar. And I'm sure a lot of you know Jessica Alba. She's around my age. I would say she's 43. Let me look. Jessica Alba is 44. I'm good. I was close. So, they've been together for a bit. And she just soft launched the relationship, posting this picture. It wasn't the first slide. This is the first picture. She went to Byron Bay. Where is that? The Bahamas? No, Jamaica, Byron Bay. But that hand-holding one is one of the many that she posted. The last one, she's making a message. This t-shirt of Tiffany Amber Thiessen was a gift, Ferguson. I appreciate it. I forget who sent it to me. Somebody. But very thankful for it. All right. Up next, Jennifer Lawrence is in this new movie with Robert Pattinson. And do you guys remember I covered R. Pats and K. Stu and the Twilight Saga and their bitter breakup so much. Were any of you Twilight readers or fans of the film series? It was quite the big to-do. In fact, remember, even Donald Trump tweeted about Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart were so the it couple that Donald Trump Donald Trump was like the original Perez Hilton in a way. I mean, I was still me, but do you know what I'm trying to say? In an alternate universe, Donald Trump is still tweeting about celebrities. So, Jennifer Lawrence, God, I'm so dyslexic today. Jennifer Lawrence, I was going to say Jennifer Pattinson. Need more coffee. Had to have my coffee earlier. Jennifer Lawrence was on the Graham Norton show, and she said that, of course, she asked him about all of that. She said, if you think I didn't ask him about Donald Trump tweeting about the breakup with Kristen, I mean, obviously. I think she really did. I don't know. Would you find that annoying or obnoxious? I don't really. Jennifer Lawrence. Why do I keep messing up people's names today? Jennifer Lawrence is like 1 degree away from Ryan Reynolds humor. Am I gonna be like Barbara Walters at the end of The View? Like at the end of her time on The View? Like, you guys, when it is time for me to retire, I will be retiring. Not that it's time. Oh my God, can you imagine? Oh my God. Lord. Okay, keep it moving. Anyways, we're starting afresh. First up, one of 2 Meghan Markle stories today. We are talking a lot Meghan Markle today and Prince Harry, starting off with their recent visit to the pumpkin patch. If you missed it, the Duchess of Montecito took to her social media to share a video of herself and her kids going and picking pumpkins and being cutesy patootsy. Look at this. Meghan Markle shared the back of Archie's head and the back of Lilibet's head. And oh my God, the back of Archie's head. What is the point? Why even share this other than just attention? I'm triggered by this. Yeah, I admit it. How about you? Let me know. And what's the point other than attention? Is there one? It's like I'm having deja vu, and we talked about Kourtney Kardashian last week. Kourtney Kardashian does the same exact thing. You know what one of my favorite Twilight memories is, Ferguson teaching? There was this big Twilight fan called Nutty Madam. Nutty Madam. She's a huge, oh my God, it was iconic. Nutty Madam was a huge, oh shoot. Oops. I made a mistake of having lunch here. I saw some crumbs on the floor. My OCD could not handle that. Ah! Let me toss this. It was delicious, though. I had that Trader Joe's sandwich that has cheese and apple. I forget what it's called. Do I still talk with Kim? Would I be on their new show? No and yes. Anywho, Nutty Madam. I wonder if any of her videos are still up. They're probably up on my channel. Hold on. Let me see really quick. Oh my God. Nutty Madam. I can search my channel here. Oh my God. This was iconic. So I'm gonna pin it here in the comments section so you guys can see it. This is one of my favorite things that I've ever done. This big Twilight fan named Nutty Madam was obsessed with the film series, and I had her. I don't think I paid for her to come out to Los Angeles, but I think I said, you know, if you get yourself out here, I'll have you cover the red carpet for me. So she did. That's the link if you want to watch it later. She was a doll. Anyways, all right, let's keep it moving. More Meghan Markle coming up in a little bit. We're also talking Justin Baldoni and others. But up first, before that, Demi Lovato. I need your input. If you are around the ages of 27 to 35, 27 to 37, two questions. If you're around 27 to 37, one, would you go see the Jonas Brothers in concert? And two, would you go see Demi Lovato in concert? Because what's interesting is Demi Lovato, I'm pretty sure, has more hits than the Jonas Brothers. But I feel like the Jonas Brothers have a more loyal following. Does that make sense? Let me look it up. I'm curious now. Demi Lovato Billboard. If I had to guess off the top of my head, I would say Demi Lovato has maybe 5 top 10 singles. Sorry Not Sorry, Really Don't Care, Neon Lights, Skyscraper, and maybe another one that I'm forgetting. Let's see. Demi Lovato has... I was close. 4 top 10 hits. Heart Attack, Skyscraper. Oh, Cool for the Summer was number 11. That was close. Sorry Not Sorry, This Is Me, Heart Attack, and Skyscraper. Neon Lights should have been a hit. That was such a bop. Really Don't Care was not in the top 10 either. That's crazy. That peaked at number 26. Anyways, the Jonas Brothers, I don't think had that many. So Demi Lovato has 4 top 10 singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Let's see how many the Jonas Brothers have. The Jonas Brothers have 3 top 10 singles. She's got one more than them. And only 26 songs that charted on the Billboard Hot 100, whereas Demi Lovato had 36 songs that charted on the Billboard Hot 100. Anyways, Demi just released her new album. Let me see if we have any projections yet. Not yet. But I worry that it's not going to do very well, unfortunately. And Demi Lovato just announced today that she's going on an arena tour. The last tour that Demi Lovato did was in theaters in 2023, I believe. I would go see Demi Lovato, but I don't know. Hey, Gretel. I I hope it does well. The fact that none of her singles off this new album have done well worries me about her playing arenas. Yes, Melissa, Joe Jonas had a hit with Cake by the Ocean, and Nick had 2 hits, I think, with Jealous and Chains. And guess what? Kevin Jonas is about to release his first ever solo single. How cool is that? I love it. Congratulations, Kevin Jonas. I'll check it out. I would love for that to be a hit. All right. Speaking of celebrity siblings, Dylan Efron, the brother of Zac Efron, reveals that he broke his nose while rehearsing for Dancing with the Stars. Ouch. He explains, we were trying a new move and I took an elbow right here. It made a really loud crack. So, not how I wanted to end the rehearsal day, but we'll be back dancing tomorrow. He said, broke my nose in the caption, but don't need it to dance. I'm seriously all good. Pobrecito. And the good news is he might get some sympathy points for this now. He was on the Traders show earlier this year. And he's a reality star now. I would love to be a reality star. I am manifesting that. Putting it out in the universe. I would be great on reality TV. I've done some. I did Celebrity Big Brother in the UK. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Australia. It's not easy. But anything can happen. Things change like that. Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Oh my God, Ferguson. Are they an a cappella group? I don't really know them. I'm actually going to talk about, it's so funny you bring that up. I'm going to talk about an a cappella group in a minute later on in the show. I would love to do Dancing with the Stars. All right. Nicole Kidman has been so busy since her split from Keith Urban. Last night, or after early evening or afternoon, yesterday, she was the star of Vogue World, this Vogue fashion production. Cool. She's consciously uncoupling. Speaking of couples, we're getting into our couples segment. Ay, ay, ay. Hugh Jackman and his girlfriend, Sutton Foster, finally made their red carpet debut as an item. You'll remember that the two were first linked right around the time that Hugh and his wife called it quits. His wife of decades. And Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster first worked together a few years ago on Broadway in The Music Man. Did something happen there? It's weird. This is like a weird picture though. Here, I gotta show you. Their body language is both giving me tense. Look at how she's pursed her lips. Look at how he's exaggerating his smile. They're close together, so they're having hot sex. They're effing a lot, but they're not comfortable with being on a red carpet together. She definitely looks very uncomfortable, Becky. But you know what? And this is not a backhanded compliment. This is not a diss. I love that both of them are serving natural. They're giving, no Botox, no filler, neither of them. And she looks amazing. If I had to guess, I would say Sutton Foster is 52 and Hugh is 57. I love playing this game. Let's see if I'm right. Sutton Foster, 50. Oh, I was close. She's 50. I was close. And what did I say? I said Hugh 57. Let's see. 57 on the nose. Boom. I should get a little prize for every... He looks amazing for 57. He looks amazing for 57. Stuff happens. In my next iteration, when my kids are out of the house and I have more free time and when I have less expenses and when I don't have the pressure to earn like I do now, I feel like I'll just have more time and space in my life and my heart for a man, and he will show up. Just like all of you have shown up. Oh my God, over 400 people now. Thank you. Everybody, please tap your screen or hit the like button. Let's get this to 400 likes in the next 4 minutes. That is a goal. Tap, like, share. Tap, like, share. Let's go. 83. Well, only one more person. Like this video. There we go. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank you for letting me be myself again. Keep it going. Yes, people. That's what I'm talking about. Like, double tap, share, all that goodness. I don't really like, I think I like Hugh Jackman. I don't like him a lot, but I like him. I appreciate him. All right, let's keep it moving. God, because we still have a lot of show to get to today. We still have more Meghan Markle coming up, as well as Justin Baldoni. But since we are in our couples segment, our first of 2 Lily Allen stories today. Actually, we might do 3 Lily Allen stories today. First, Lily Allen and David Harbour story. The divorcing duo have listed their New York City home on the market. They spent a lot of time working on this home. I remember watching their Architectural Digest at home video when it came out, and now imploded. Do I sell the fans? No, but I should. I do have new merch, y'all. Have any of you checked out all of my new merch items? An entire new merch store. I got rid of everything. Everything in my new merch store is new. Buypopstuff.com. Buypopstuff.com. That is my merch store. Buypopstuff.com. I could not date Carson Kressley Ferguson. And I love Carson. That's not a diss towards him. He's too much like me. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to date myself. Opposites attract. You know what I mean? Although some people do date people that look like them, but I don't think that Carson Kressley looks like me. I just feel like personality-wise, he's very similar. I like somebody more, I don't know, like calmer, geeky almost, like nerdy, like, I don't know, like I'd love to date a therapist, a high school teacher, somebody that works at a nonprofit, Although I do have the biggest crush on Jonathan Groff. However, Jonathan Groff he's an introverted extrovert, meaning he doesn't have social media. He's very quiet and personal and private. I don't know. Oh, Jonathan Groff is the dreamiest. Clay Aiken is off the market. Good for him. Love that. Jonathan Groff is still my number one. And he's kind of age appropriate. I think Jonathan Groff is like 39, 40. Let's see. He's 40 years old. I'm a little older. He's 40. I'm 47. Manifesting Groff sauce in my life, or somebody like him. All right, let's keep it moving. We will talk more Lily Allen and David Harbour later. But first, some positive news, y'all. And thank you to everybody that has liked this live. Keep on tapping, keep on liking. We're trying to get this to 400 likes. Share the live, all the good stuff. Do you guys remember Orlando Brown? If you're of a certain age, you will. I, unfortunately, mainly know him for all the smack talk and the drama that he's been a part of. But Orlando Brown is a former child actor. Hey, R-Rating. And yes, like me says, he was on That's So Raven. He was also on The Proud Family. And he's done a lot. But life had its way with Orlando Brown, and now he seemed to come out on the other side. Orlando Brown just opened up a chicken shop. Orlando Brown's $1 Million Chicken in Chandler, Arizona. Good for him. I think that's in the Phoenix area. It's a new venture. It's an interesting concept. He's probably using somebody else's kitchen or something. It's only available for pickup. There's no actual place, I think. Orders can be placed between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. local time for pickup. Is this a good price? A 5-piece chicken and fries dish for $13. Or a 6-piece flavored wings dish for $8. That seems pretty reasonably priced. Listen, I wish him well. I mean, he literally just sells chicken. This is the website. Orlando Brown's $1 Million Chicken. It's OBS $1millionchicken.com. I mean, he can do a better job of, he needs better pictures. But I wish him well. All good, Ferguson. I would not really date Clay Aiken. I'm very honest. Gay men, or maybe most men, but especially gay men, are very superficial. If you're not visually attracted to the person, it's not going to work. That's what I love about women. I feel like women can fall in love with a person. No. Gay men and men, I think, start with the visual. Okay, let's keep it moving. This is going to be controversial. Erica Kirk The widow of Charlie Kirk is sitting down for her first interview since her husband's assassination. Obviously, she's going to be chatting with Fox News with Jesse Waters. The interview will be airing next week on November the 5th. And what's interesting is, I've talked about this, Erica Kirk, amongst conservatives, has become a pretty polarizing and controversial figure. A lot of conservatives have criticized and questioned so many of her decisions, including taking over her husband's organization, going back to work so quickly, going to the Turning Point office and showing off his presidential medal of recognition. I follow Fox News. I look at the comments section, and folks were leaving pretty nasty comments for Erica Kirk. I don't know. Charlie Kirk loved this woman, had children with this woman, pursued this woman. I would think Charlie Kirk was a good judge of character, right? So if you were a supporter of Charlie Kirk, wouldn't it make sense to support his wife? I thought so too, R. Rayton. I don't quite get it all, but I don't necessarily know if it's trad wife as much as it is letting the husband make the decisions, I guess. But he passed away. Anyways, I am curious. Do any of you also follow Candace Owens? She continues to. I had to unfollow her, but I noted. I know that every once in a while clips will pop up on social media. Candace Owens continues to spread conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk. I wonder if his widow is going to be asked about her. Has Candace's popularity taken any hit recently? Are people still paying close attention? I don't know. I agree, Jamie. I agree. All right. Holy heck. Do you guys know Rosalía? Rosalía, the Spanish singer. I love that we're living in a world where a Spanish language artist can release music and audiences will listen to it even if they don't understand Spanish. Rosalía is a pretty successful very successful global artist. She just released a new song featuring Bjork, and it's one of the best songs of the year. It is stunning, spectacular, orchestral, operatic, cinematic, dramatic pop. Oh my God, it's called Berghain. Yes, Bjork is featured on the song from Rosalía. It just came out today. Rosalía, Berghain. I tried to describe it. It is sensational. Sensational. I had to turn you guys on to that. All right. Also, Bravo and Reebok collaborated on a Real Housewives themed sneaker line. If you're a Real Housewives fan, Are you going to want to buy Real Housewives sneakers? That's weird to me. Real Housewives sneakers? Let me show you. I mean, they're just like normal Reeboks, but they have the logo on it. This is the Real Housewives of New York and the Big Apple. It's not even on the air anymore. Let's, this is the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Peach. This is the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and the Mountain. I would actually be turned off. Like, if they did not have the logo on them, I'd be more inclined to buy them. Like this Atlanta one is so cute. Wait, what was that one? What's the gold one? Oh, I don't know. I think it's just for BravoCon. Yeah, it's a special BravoCon one. Okay, okay. What's the silver one? Oh, this is Beverly Hills. Oh, I love the silver one. I love the silver one. But I hate that they have the logo on it. I'm not down with that. Their Reeboks are rating. I don't think Reebok is a cheap brand. Interesting pairing. All right. I love that I have a live test audience, a live group of people that can answer in real time my questions. On my podcast today, we talked about Maddie Healy from the 1975, a fan who was wearing a 1975 t-shirt spotted Maddie Healy at the airport. And his fiancée, Gabriette, got in this picture that the fan asked for a picture. And my podcast co-host sent me the video, and I'm like, oh, this is a good topic to talk about. He thinks that the fiancée, Gabriette, should not have been in the picture. And I said, maybe the fan said, oh, can I get a picture with both of you? He's like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would he want a picture with the both of them? And I said, because Gabriette is famous amongst 1975 fans, and also fans of Charlie XCX, fans of the modeling world. She's a model. Fans of music, some music. Gabriette was or is in a band. Remember, Charlie XCX started a girl group, like an alternative, a grunge girl group. I think they might have disbanded. Let me see. Gabriette Bechtel. Nasty Cherry. Oh my God, they even had a Netflix show. I did not know that. Are they still around? I don't know if they're releasing music anymore. Wait, Nasty Cherry. I think they disbanded. Yeah. They have not posted anything in years. Oh well. Nasty Cherry. I like the name. Everybody hit that like button. Let's get this to 5,000 likes in the next 2 minutes. I appreciate you all watching. Okay. Colleen Hoover had a new movie out this weekend called Regretting You. It did okay at the box office. Okay-ish. It was not number 1 or number 2, but Regretting You came in at a solid number 3, taking in 12.8 million domestically and 10 million overseas for an opening weekend total of over $22 million. Now, that's not a lot of money. However, the film had a budget of $30 million. So, it's going to make its money back. I am not on Team Baldoni. I am on Team Truth. I am not on Team Lively either. I'm on Team Truth. And a lot of people in Team Baldoni thought or think, oh, Colleen Hoover is over, Blake Lively is over. They're not over. Look, Colleen Hoover's movie just did decently at the box office this weekend. Congrats. She did do Justin dirty. We will talk about Justin Baldoni more in a little bit, but first, Hailey Bieber is responding to rumors that she's now managing Justin's career. I think Hailey Bieber started this rumor herself. Hailey Bieber was on a podcast and she was asked the craziest headline that she has ever read about herself. And after mulling over so many options, Justin's wife said, I think there was one that I thought was funny because it was so stupid and so ridiculous. This is the one that comes to the top of my mind. A couple of months ago, it was like, Hailey is doing management for her husband. Like, I'm taking over to be his manager. I was like, there's no world in which that would ever happen. I thought that one was funny because it's so ridiculous and far-fetched. No, Melanie. Also, did you guys see that video of Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, and Kendall Jenner? Let me look it up for you. Hold on. Okay. This video has gone pretty viral. Well, there's a few videos. Oh, I don't think this is the best one. Hold on. All right. They were at a show for this artist that I don't know called Dijon. Let's... Let's take a look at the last one. Okay. Do you think Justin Bieber, Hailey Bieber, and Kendall Jenner are effing like a throuple? When the Molly hits, oh! I don't know. I can't tell if they were I can't tell if they were dancing with Molly or not. But you know what? I think that's pretty is that for kids? Well, they're not kids. I think they're in their 20s. Justin Bieber's 32 or 33. Justin Bieber is 31. Bieber's 31, but he's stunted. You know, he got famous at 15 years old. He's like Hollywood. He's like a normal 24-year-old, even though he's 31. And a lot of 20-somethings, they like to, well, actually, people still do Molly, right? Young kids still do Molly. Like, especially if they go to raves, like EDC or Coachella or whatever. They're all high and touchy-feely. When the Molly hits, even the ones in relationships, they'll hook up with a friend, a female friend, the guy and two girls or whatever. I don't know. I think there's something going on with Bieber and the Biebers and Kendall Jenner. That's just me. All right. I've got some sad news. The Wicked press tour for the new Wicked movie, the final one, part 2, Wicked for Good, has begun. Welcome, Sav! Ah! Welcome! Thank you! Yay! That's exciting that, the Wicked press tour began, but unfortunately, as of right now, all of the interviews that Ariana and Cynthia are doing are solo interviews. They're not doing or have not yet done any joint interviews. And I guess I get it. They don't want to repeat themselves. The first Wicked movie, it was all about their joint interviews. Now they're doing them one-on-one, but hopefully we get at least a few joint interviews, because they were so magical together. However, it is very cool. They're doing something quite different this time around. It was just announced today, officially, that next week on NBC, Ariana, Cynthia, and the cast of Wicked are doing a special where they're going to sing songs from the movie. That I'm excited about. I heard them say that people come into our lives for a reason. Changed for the better. Because I knew you, I have been changed for good. Okay, anyways, keep it moving. Jesus, still a lot more. In more film news, Austin Butler is in talks to star alongside Michael B. Jordan in a Miami Vice reboot. I am down for that. All right. Now, on to Justin Baldoni. Justin Baldoni has been sued or is suing so much recently. It's exhausting. A big update in one of the many Baldoni lawsuits. Baldoni as an individual, as well as his Wayfarer Studios, It Ends With Us Movie LLC, Steve Sarowitz, the billionaire co-founder of his production company, and Jamie Heath, his producing partner, were sued by an insurance company. No, I'm not aware of that, Melanie. Well, let me look real quick. No, I don't know where you heard that, Melanie. Or maybe you were joking. That's a winky face. So Baldoni and crew just filed a memorandum of law in support of their motion to dismiss. They want to be dismissed from this Harco lawsuit. I have not read this yet. I'm not going to read it in full. I'm just going to quickly glance at it and see if there's anything that pops up. The first thing that I find very interesting is Baldoni and Wayfarer are not being represented here by any of their current lawyers. This is a totally new law firm, McGuire Woods. I'm guessing that the law firms that Wayfarer has been using are overwhelmed with everything Blake Lively. Let me look at this quickly. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I see. They're basically arguing that Baldoni and Wayfarer have filed a lawsuit against multiple insurance companies in California. And they're asking the judge in New York to dismiss this lawsuit so that the California lawsuit is the only one pertaining to all of this. I don't remember the timing of it all. I do think Harco filed their lawsuit first, right? So I don't know. I do believe it's like a first to file. Whoever is first to file, that is the venue. But the judge does have the ability to say, well, that other one is currently happening and they're suing other law firms, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, like R. Rayton said, it had to do with the insurance companies did not want to cover the Blake Lively legal fees, even though Wayfarer had multiple insurance policies. Drama. So they just filed that motion to dismiss. And let me see if there are any other updates. As of now, none. Hey, Angela. All right, let's keep it moving because we still got more show. Holy moly, some more couples news. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly are back together. Okay. Those twin flames. Okay. I told you all we would be talking more Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. I feel like every time I talk about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, I have to remind you, I am not a hater. I am somewhere in the middle. I don't really like them. I don't dislike them, but I can keep it real. I always do. And now it is apparent. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are the problem. They have had yet another director of communications quit after only a few months on the job. This person started in the summer and now it's October and they already said, peace out. This now brings the total of director of communications that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle that have quit over the last few years to 10. 10 over the last 5 years in that role of director of communications that have quit. Harry and Meghan are the problem. They are the common denominator. There's no other way to interpret that. Numbers don't lie, right? Bonkers. Bonkers. Emily Robinson joined in late May. A source told People that she left on her own accord, was not fired. A different source tells the Daily Mail it was her decision. She left a few weeks ago. She's not a quitter, so things must have been pretty horrible for her to go. Ten directors of communications in 5 years. I mean, our rating, I could deal with hate for the right paycheck. You know, if the price is correct. Are they underpaying these people? I need to know. Like, they need to pay more. Everybody has a price. I just helped them, Melissa. Harry and Meghan need to pay more. Period. Up the salary. Simple. Bonkers. Okay, in other news, Lori Loughlin confronted strippers at her husband's favorite club in a desperate attempt to save her marriage, according to the New York Post. Here is some advice for Lori Loughlin. He wasn't worth it, girl. Thankfully, it's over. Be grateful you've dropped that excess baggage. He's probably, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying, Hollywood dudes that frequent strip clubs, they're either or drinking a lot. That's the tea. Okay. Lily Allen released her new album, and it's okay. I wanted bops. There are not really any bops, but it is pretty juicy because, the lyrics are quite revealing. For example, Lily Allen revealed that she and her Stranger Things actor husband, David Harbour, agreed to have an open marriage. Welcome, Sandwater! Yay! So happy to have you here. Welcome, Sandwater. That's the best way to describe it, Melissa. Lily Allen reveals that she and David Harbour, the Stranger Things actor, agreed to have an open marriage. However, they had a rule, an understanding, which was you can only F a professional S worker. And he did not honor that arrangement. He went and effed somebody that he met on the set of a project that he was working on. And that woman has come forward. Her name is not Madeline. Lily wrote a song called Madeline, and turns out that was not a real name. But the woman gave an interview to the Daily Mail. Why? She looks like the kind of woman that would, he probably told her they had an open marriage. This is the real Madeline. Her name is Natalie. She looks like a Madeline, if you know what I mean. She's she's a baddie, as they say. I don't want my daughters to be baddies. I don't want my daughters to be baddies. Apparently, they met on the set of We Have a Ghost, which was a Netflix horror comedy. And they carried on this alleged affair for 3 years. David Harbour allegedly was for 3 years while married to Lily Allen. Anyways, my favorite juicy song off the new Lily Allen album is this song called P Palace. You know, the word kitty. Everybody hit the like button. Let me read to you some of the lyrics. I didn't know it was your pee palace, so I'm looking at a sex addict, she says, as she went to drop off his clothes and mail and medication at his West Village apartment. I found a shoebox full of handwritten letters from broken-hearted women wishing you could have been better. Sheets pulled off the bed. They're strewn all on the floor. Long black hair, probably from the night before. Duane Reade bag with the handles tied. Sex toys, butt plugs, lube inside. Was the butt plug for the mistress or for David Harbour? Oh! Lily Allen went there. Savage. Savage. Agree, Becky. That is a full-on... I mean, a long-term affair is also, you know, savage. All right, in more music-related news, Pentatonix has come out with yet another Christmas album. Whatever pays the bills. Listen, at the end of the day, if you love music and you get to perform and make music at the level that they do, even if it's just being a Christmas act, cool. All right, some TV news. The original brothers from Malcolm in the Middle have reunited. I'm surprised. I thought that one of them was not going to do it, but it seems like he is. Look at this. God, it's been so long. I love it. And yes, Bryan Cranston is coming back for Malcolm in the Middle, the reboot as well. Speaking of reboots, Netflix has ordered a Victorious reboot. You guys, I need to be on this. I was on Victorious, the show that gave Ariana Grande her break on Nickelodeon, remember? The Netflix spinoff is centered around the character Trina. Trina still has my camera. I need to be on the Netflix reboot. I'm not even joking. Hello? I would love to do it. This needs to happen. Netflix. Hello? Hello? I need my camera back. So cool. All right. Speaking of actors, Dakota Johnson has a rule when it comes to men. What kind of guy does Dakota always avoid? Quote, men who wear flip-flops in public. Run. I think I agree with her. I think I agree with her. What do you think? All right. Congratulations to Ashley Simpson. She has added more shows to her Las Vegas residency for January. Doing really well. Happy for her. Additionally, speaking of Stranger Things, this is different. The series finale of Stranger Things will be shown at cinemas for fan events on December 31st and January 1st. That's a funny comment, Melanie. Men can't fight in flip-flops. Also, the very shy Rob Kardashian shocked fans with an appearance on the season premiere of The Kardashians on Hulu. A source tells People that he's really struggled with body image issues and self-confidence for years, but negative comments don't bother him anymore. Good for you, Rob. He's in a better place and way more comfortable with who he is. Additionally, Kim Kardashian says she most likely would love to retire in the future and truly be a full-time lawyer. Did I say series? The season premiere. What did I say? I don't know. Whatever. The season premiere. Kim Kardashian says, maybe in 10 years, I think I'll give up being Kim K and be a trial lawyer. That's what I really want. Some more music news. Oh my God. We're almost at the finish line, y'all. We are almost at the finish line. Some more music news. Bon Jovi is going on tour next year. Very excited for that. Although Richie Sambora will not be joining Bon Jovi. More music news. Nelly Furtado has announced that she is going to be giving up performing, retiring from touring for the foreseeable future so that she can explore other creative endeavors. Sad. But you know what? That's the dream. Nelly Furtado is so rich that she doesn't have to work for a living. I wish I had that problem or gift, that luxury. Speaking of musicians, Katy Perry went public with her boyfriend over the weekend. She and Justin Trudeau went official, hard launching their romance in Paris for Katy's birthday. They were spotted going to the Crazy Horse burlesque cabaret show. I'm happy for them. Also, Danny Masterson, speaking of Malcolm in the Middle, his brother is on Malcolm in the Middle, and Danny Masterson is in prison for grape. Meanwhile, Danny Masterson's ex-wife, Bijou Phillips, just filed paperwork to have his last name, Masterson, removed from their daughter's name. Hopefully that happens. And before we end things, a reminder, I have a lot of new merch. I would love it if you guys check it out at buypopstuff.com. That's buypopstuff.com. All right. Hailey Bieber responds to comments that she looks transgender. Justin's wife says, when people are trying to be mean, they're like, she looks trans. And I'm like, why do you think it's a diss? As if being trans is a diss. Or like some of the most beautiful people in the world and some of the most beautiful women in the world and men in the world are trans. So I just don't take that offensively at all. Okay. Well said. All right, my fam. What a long one. I love you. I appreciate you. If you watched until the end, you are the 1%. Check out my new merch at buypopstuff.com. Get a personalized video from me at cameo.com/Perez Hilton. Sign up for my Patreon to get an exclusive podcast a week at patreon.com/Perez Hilton. I will pin in the comments section instructions on how you can become a member here so that you can chat with me and support. And you are the 1%. Thank you for watching till the end. Say sparkle in the comments section if you watched until the very end. Sparkle in the comments section because we could use some more sparkle. Thoughts on anything and everything that we've discussed? Let's get to it. Bye.